Right, we're rolling. Firstly, introduce yourself.
What's happening? Josh Uzun, number 10 for Sanderstead. I say number 10, but I play anywhere all over the pitch. So, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, give us a little bit of a history of your sort of past footballing experience.
Okay, all right. How far back am I
Just
going?
go as far back. I don't know, when
I'm a kid.
16. Yeah, sort of, I don't know, however old.
I'll start. So I'll start from when I was a little kid. So I was at Selsdon Juniors for 1 year, under sevens. Then I got picked up by Crystal Palace. I was at Crystal Palace for 6 years, so till under 14s. Got released from there, and then went and had a trial at Leyton Orient. The week later, signed for them. Signed a 2-year contract up until 16, and then got offered my scholarship there. Had a 2-year scholarship with Leyton Orient, and then just didn't go for the pro contract, and then found myself in the non-league sort of scene, and went and played. I was at Corinthian Casuals for 5 seasons, and yeah, that's where I am now. So, yeah.
You I heard you made the team of the decade at Corinthian Casuals.
Yeah. Team of the decade at Corinthian Casuals, which was it's nice to see when people have voted for you to be in there. Yeah, it was very nice to see. So,
Is there any? Do you know of any players in that team of the decade that play sort of Sunday football or anything? Because I know that there's a couple.
Yep, he was in there. I'm not sure if there's anyone else that plays on Sundays. There might be. I'm not too sure, but I know obviously Maz. I know well, so yeah.
Yeah, Maz is a great player, man.
Yeah.
Good coach as well. Right, so what would your opinions on Sanderstead be?
The club, yeah.
Sanderstead,
yeah, it's good. I enjoy it. All the boys are wicked. To be fair, there's no like big egos. Everyone's sort of, just who they are, and it's good. So I enjoy it.
Yeah, I definitely think. To be honest, I think you're probably the biggest ego.
I don't know about that.
But no, I don't think there is any egos. Like, there's a few teams in our league where I do think that there's a few players with a bit of an ego.
Yeah, I just think that's what I like about Sanderstead. No one's big time. Everyone just is there to play and enjoy it and just have a laugh. You know what I mean?
Well, the majority of us have only ever played Sundays. Like, a lot of our players never played Saturdays. Like, only recently have we started signing players that either do still play Saturdays or have played Saturdays.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
You can't really get an ego from Sunday League, can you?
No, it's a good laugh. I enjoy it.
So it's your first season at Sunday League as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So for about since I was about 7. That's the last time I played Sunday League. So yeah.
Do you enjoy it or?
Yeah, it's a good laugh. Do you know what? Obviously I knew about Sunday League and some of the players that played on Saturday. I knew that they all played Sunday as well.
Yeah.
But there is some really good players in the league and at Sunday League level, which is good because it does raise the standard, and yeah, no, it's good.
I think Sundays are becoming the new Saturdays.
Yeah, I think a lot of people enjoy Sundays more just because they're with their mates. Obviously, we all want to win. Everyone's competitive, but when you're playing with your mates, and it's good.
Yeah. So just touching on the Sanderstead bit, what would you do differently as a club? Like, what can we do better?
I said it the other day. If you can get training, if you can get people to turn up to training, and just get a bit of consistency with it, then I think going forward it'll be much better for the club. Even that little bit of, even if it was an hour, a little bit more fitness, just get a bit more ball work in. I think that would just obviously improve us and plan with each other a bit more in training and that. So
I think with the like you just mentioned, a little bit of fitness. Like, I think the thing with fitness on a Sunday is everyone sort of just does what they want, whereas if you're Saturday players training, then you kind of stick to, you want to be fit, whereas Sunday you're playing with your mates. So in my opinion, doing fitness for a Sunday league team isn't really worth it.
Yeah.
Purely based on the fact that that's probably like the only day that some people ever do any fitness.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the week they're just sort of going to work, coming
by
home.
the fitness and training, I mean, just even by getting on the ball and playing for an hour in midweek will improve your fitness.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Just instead of turning up on a Sunday morning. But I think going forward training would be good if you can get the numbers there. Obviously, people have got their own commitments, and that's fine. But yeah, you just got to see what everyone can do, really.
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to do for next season, anyway. So
yeah.
Right. What is your opinions on this season been?
From what I've played, I'd say...
Well, you only missed about 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, I think a word to sum it up would be inconsistent. At times, played some really good stuff and done some really good bits. At times, not so good stuff. But, it's been a strange one. I think, like I said, with the consistency, if you can get the right amount of boys there on a Sunday, then it's going to help. Instead of having 12, sometimes 11, it doesn't help. But yeah, if you can get numbers there and just have that like 4 or 5 players that are there that can come on and make a difference, then that'll definitely put us in good stead in the future.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you said it there. I think the thing is the most we've had for a game this season is 13. I think.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
And that was the last game last week a couple of weeks ago against Selsdon.
Yeah.
And even then,
it's difficult with people who have everyone's got commitments, but
yeah,
it's just if you're gonna say you can play, then turn up and play.
Yeah, like I fully don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind if people say they can't play. Like, I have no issue with that. Obviously, people do other things some days, but it's when people say they'll play and then don't turn up. Like, that's out of order.
Especially when you prepare a team. If you're preparing for a certain team, and you've got this lineup, and then it gets a half hour before the game, and then 2 people aren't turning up, the whole thing changes.
100%. Yeah,
people are playing different positions, and that can affect people mentally as well. Like, if someone's got to move to a different position, like, I don't really want to play here now, I can't be bothered now, and then you're not in the right mindset.
Yeah. I think with our lot though, like, everyone's quite understanding, and if they have to change and play out of position for a game, then they're all right with that.
Yeah.
So we got quite a good.
That's for the egos though. There's no big egos there. No one says like, "Oh no, I'm not doing that." Everyone just sticks at it and does their part for the team.
No. I know that I put you centre back for the rep game. You didn't like that.
So
I'll tell you what. Talk to me about the rep game. Like, what were your opinions on that and how you played, etc.
It's like I said, people are saying they're going to turn up and they don't. And when you're sort of preparing yourself throughout the day, saying, I had it in mind that I was going to be playing in a 4 position. So, and I'd been scoring goals obviously on a Sunday as well. So I'd been in a good bit of form. So I was like, I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, playing centre back, listen, I've got a footballing brain. I can deal with it, and I'll put in a shift. But I enjoyed it. It was good.
You still got on the score sheet though, to be fair.
Yeah, last sort of kick of the game, first corner I went up for. I said I'm going up for this one. And yeah, good finish to be fair. I'll take it.
No, it was a good finish to be fair. What's your aim for the next season?
Next season, I think for Sanderstead we need to get a few more boys in, a few more players.
What particular positions?
I'd say
I think we need defenders.
I'd do a goalkeeper just for a bit of competition for Connor, just so he doesn't have that complacency of knowing that he's going to be playing every week.
Yeah.
A couple of defenders. I think going forward, if we can keep the same people that we have, then I think we'd definitely have a chance of sort of pushing towards that top half of the table and in and around that sort of top 4, top 5 and challenging there. And then with, obviously, if we can get a few more boys in and bump the numbers up, then you're going to have a chance in the cups as well, just to have that bit of fresh legs as well if you need. Yeah,
well, next season obviously we'll be in 4 cups, the 2 that come in the league, the Surrey Cup and the Plumstead Cup. So
Yeah.
and then hopefully in the Plumstead Cup we can start facing off against some of these good teams that are from the Orpington and Bromley and Woolwich and Eltham leagues that are making a lot of noise. So, yeah. So the other thing is YouTube.
Mhm.
What is your opinion on us doing YouTube, and would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I like it. I like obviously seeing the games on YouTube. You get to have a look back of what you've done good, what you've done bad, and what you can improve on. I think it's nice just watching all the boys play. And yeah, no, what could be improved on YouTube? I don't know. It's with a consistency thing. If we want people to commentate on it, then you get the same people doing it and getting it done. I don't know if there's maybe some interviews we can add in before or after the game. Yeah, stuff like that, really. I think just to get a bit of a closer look at what we're doing.
Yeah, I think definitely for next year I want to get my camera out as soon as I get out of the car and have it on people. Even if they don't want to interview, at least I'm just filming a bit of like V-roll and just them being their normal selves. Like, because I suppose you got people like, well, Jake does it, for example. Just before the game will start, he'll come up to the camera and do some stupid shit. Like, that's...
He'll look at himself. I don't know why he does
that. But like he does it without the camera on him as well. So that's not just him acting up for the camera. Same with Shaq. Like, he doesn't act up for the camera. That is him. So
just a bit of personality.
We've got personalities. We've got characters. We just need to get them on camera, really. So
yeah, no, I agree.
Right, last few questions.
Mhm.
Least favourite player?
Least favourite player?
Yeah.
I'll say Billy Somervilla, purely because I work with him 5 days a week. So I don't get a break with him. I've got to deal with him on a Sunday. No, I like Bill. I just demand a lot. I demand a lot.
He knows he's had a bad season, to be fair.
Yeah, he's admitted that, and I'm sure next season he'll come back and he'll be better. I do demand a lot from him. I think it's because where I know him so well. I don't know. It's a difficult one.
I mean, I demand a lot from him as well because I've played with him for so many years. Like, I know that he can be much better than he has been this season. And I don't know what it is that this season, whether it's just been the level that he's been playing at, a different level. He's just not adapted quick enough for it. But I know that he can be better than what he's doing at the minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe even a positional change might help him.
I see him play. I think there's one game, might be against Boscham, where I went into the centre back and he went into sort of a holding midfielder because he's calm on the ball. He's very composed on the ball. Yeah, and I think maybe in that holding role, he might sort of flourish just because he's...
Yeah, I think that as well, but the issue is we haven't got the centre-backs.
Yeah, but that's what I mean about if you get the boys in, then you can have a look at different things, and that's obviously what pre-season's for, and trying out new things and seeing what you can do.
Yeah, well, I've definitely got my eye on some players anyway.
Yeah.
What? Just a quick one before I jump into the next question. What would your opinion on the captaincy being like going into the next season? Do we stick with Bill after the season he's had, or do we change it up, or what do you think?
It's a difficult one because what that can do for someone mentally, having the captaincy taken off them, it could affect them in a bad way. It could affect them in a good way. It could make him go, right, now I'm really going to kick on and show what I'm about. Or it can go the other way. I don't know. I guess it's down to obviously the management team, or if the players want to do a little vote and see who they think should be the captain, or whatever. At the end of the day, it's all about the team. So whatever's best for the team is what we'll have to do.
Yeah. Well, Bill's the next guest on here, so I'll ask him what his opinion on that is.
Yeah.
I guess he'll be quite humble about it.
Yeah. No, he's a good person. So.
All right, favourite player?
Favourite player, I will go Jake May.
Why?
I've known him for a long time. I know what he can do. He's good on the ball. He puts a foot in. He works hard. He's just very composed on the ball. He always wants the ball and just likes playing football. And I think got to have people like that in your team.
He's been teasing me. I asked him what he's doing next season, and he said he's got a load of offers, and he'll let me know.
Yeah, he says that all the time.
He'll be with us.
He'll be listening to this. He says that he's got a club ready for a Saturday. He's been saying that for the last 3 years.
Nah,
don't worry, mate.
Listen, he's loved
Jake,
where
mate,
he is.
Jake, mate, isn't going anywhere.
Nah, he's loved it, whereas previous clubs that he was at on a Sunday maybe didn't appreciate him as much as he's appreciated here, you know?
I agree.
A little bit of a Jordan Henderson.
Yeah. No, he's a good boy as well. He's a good lad.
All right, lastly, your most memorable moment for Sanderstead?
I'd probably say the Selsdon win. Obviously, I've only been here a short amount of time, but the Selsdon win, going into it knowing that we had to win, obviously just before obviously the viral stuff that's gone around the world. But yeah, going into that knowing we had to win, actually getting the win, and everyone working hard and just digging in for each other. That was probably the best moment. Just the buzz around us like after that game.
Yeah, well, I mean, after winning that game, there was no way we were losing to them the following week.
No.
If it was obviously going to be played. But obviously, it's interesting because you said there that you knew that we had to win that game. That's why it was so key, blah, blah, blah. But for a lot of us, that's a proper rival match, and we wanted to win that for obviously different reasons as well. Obviously, the main thing was to win because we needed to win to stay up and increase our chances of staying up. But for a lot of us, after last season, we beat them twice, but they beat us to the league.
The boys made it clear that how much they wanted to win this game, and it sort of rubs off on you. But that's so obviously from the start of the season, or from certainly when I joined, everyone said we all want to beat Selsdon. That's the one. That's the date they look for when the fixtures are released. And
definitely
we've got to win. Second game didn't happen, but
it may still happen. You never know, but I highly doubt it.
It's a difficult one.
But we can always look forward to playing them again next season. So
yeah, definitely.
Whether that be league or cup, depending on where each of us get put in the next season.
Yeah. We'll have to see. I think we're safe regardless. We'll see.
We'll have to see. All right. So, lastly, if you've got anything else to say it, and if not, just outro it.
Have I got anything else to say? Just have a quick message to the boys saying, I've been thoroughly enjoying playing this season. Hopefully, everyone's there again next season, and that's it. Everyone have a good break. Look after yourself, look after your families, and just stay safe.
Hopefully the audio on this one actually records, whereas last time we done this, it didn't work.
This is the second go.
Alright, nice one.
Sweet.